This is the Aldora devlog. Let us begin. Okay, so when we actually started off from yesterday, I decided to actually go over and actually do those herb mining and tree nodes and everything. So what I actually did was I implemented them. So if we jump in towards the game and we can come over toward everything else, we can have a look. Now, there are a few new different types of ones when it comes towards the game, and we have the meadow grass, which doesn't look overly too amazing. However, if we go over towards here, we can see that we've just got basic wood. So any of the trees without any like leaves on the top of them, those ones can be harvested and cut down into wood. The same with the meadow grass can be cut down as well. We also have ashra reeds, which will grow on the side of the rivers that lead out towards everything. So we've got this one right here, and then we've got one other one that comes in towards all of this, and we've got to actually find one because they're quite scarce. And there is a reason for that, because it's for a quest and I want you to actually explore the area as well. So I'm using the nodes in order for people to explore everything, and here we are, we have one here. Now this one's called Scarlet Bloom, and this one will be used for one of the quests for alchemy when I've built Trix's moving house and everything towards all of that effect. So I have multiple different types of herbs within the game. It looks quite nice at this moment, and we can pull up these and have a look at the base pictures for this. Scarlet Bloom is like this, very standard. We also have the Ashra reed, and I applied some additional shading onto that so it looked a bit better in the actual game. Like on its own, it just, yeah, it looks like that. And then obviously meadow grass is meadow grass. It's nothing miraculous. However, that's one of those ones that is like a basic potion for everything. And then we've got our tree bases, which are just literally just the tree bases I have used, and I don't have any foliage on them. Now, towards spacing and everything, realistically, if you're farming up, if you are wanting to farm up, you can farm up the ashra reeds along rivers. The meadow grass is most predominantly over near the port of Marith, but it is little bits here and there on the other side where you are the starting zone, because I wanted the meadow grass to be where all the other animals will be grazing, because it just makes sense in my head for that one. And also Scarlet Bloom is one of the rare herbs in the zone, and that's why I've just dotted it out each and everywhere within the actual zone, sticking to this. It's kind of like how I did my mining. I'm thinking of it like a gold farmer in WoW, where when I did the ores, obviously I've done it on the edge of the areas and then all of that, and then as well as all of that, it's using the same noding thing where on load it will decide which ones will be spawning and which ones will not. So all in all, and just like that, I've managed to actually sort out the gathering professions. The only other gathering thing that needs to be done is the fishing, and that will be with the Zim Snapper fishing pools. And with the Zim Snapper fishing pools, I really want to take my time with creating the effect, so like when they're actually waving in the water, instead of moving in like straight lines with everything, I want them to have a nice little glossy effect where they're just swimming through the water instead of just going burp, 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 if you know what I'm saying. So I want to take some more time with that. I don't actually know how to do that one, so I've actually had to find some tutorials on it. So it'll be a nice learning experience for myself in order to actually make the game a bit more better in everything to that effect. But with everything being said, I'm well chuffed with how things are actually turning out with the game. There is one thing that I want to do today before I go to work, and that is finishing off a little image, and that is sorting out the Steam page image, so the capsule image. I wanted to get that sorted because I'm trying to do the Steam page in the background as well as doing all of this, and this one's going to take me a little bit more time because I'm actually having to make little assets and placing them inside and everything, so it looks whole with all of that. I really want to sort that out first for today because it's one of those ones that is like nearly done, so I really want to finish that. And then I can get on to having a look at the dev sheet for the next following days. I'm pretty certain I'm going to start with the main menu on Sunday, and then we can go on and go forth with all of that, or the Sim Snapper pools. All in all, that's everything for today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.